anybody else.
Forward!
Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the button hook.
Cash for the hard goods. Cash for the cotton goods.
Cash for the soft goods. Cash for the fancy goods.
Cash for the noggins and the piggins and the perkies.
Cash for the hard red cash and demi-john. Cash for the crackers and the pickles and the flies.
Look, where you talk, 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 where you get it? Where you talk, you can talk, you can talk, you can figure, you can talk, you can figure, you can talk, you can talk, you can talk, figure, you can talk all you want, but it's different than it was. No, it ain't, no, it ain't. Got another territory.
Like the Model 3 Ford made the troublemaker. People want to go, want to get, want to get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 22, 23 miles to the county seat. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Who's going to patronize a little bitty 2x4 at the store anymore?
Where you talk, what do you get? Doesn't want to see it all. But again, at the store, at the modern store, at the present day store, at the present day modern, D-Part, centralized grocery store. Where you talk, 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 where you get it? Where you talk, where you talk, where you talk, where you get it? You can talk, you can figure, you can talk, you can figure, you can talk, figure, you can talk all you want, but it's different than it was. No, it ain't. You got another territory.
Like you need a biscuit made of trouble. You need a put the crackers in a package. You need a biscuit in airtight sanitary package in a cracker barrel. Obsolete.
Tuck a pair of wind out the window with a mouth half cup flush down by the stove. Chain steel pros to the traveling salesman. Made it pretty hard. No, it didn't. Got another territory.
Gone with the hard set casket getting done. Gone with the single barrel milk pan. Gone with the tub and the pail and the tears. You ever meet a fool by the name of Hill? No.
Just a minute. Never heard of any salesman.
No, he doesn't know the territory. It's still of mine.
Never worries about his mind.
With the cracker barrel being obsolete. With the you need a biscuit in the airtight sanitary package for the Model T Ford.
Just a minute. Never worries about his mind.
Or doggone big. He's just a bang these bells and a big ball. What's his line?
He's a fake. He doesn't know the territory. What do you talk?
He's a music man. You know what? He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big trombones with the rat-a-tat drums, big rap face, and the piccolo uniforms too, with a shiny gold braid on the coat and a big red stripe on his. Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a little solo big trombones. No, sir. Mandolin takes scrap, and here and there two sharps. Those are those bands, boys bands. I don't know how he does it, but he fits like a king, and he's hot and he's jolly, and he kind of really shines. And when the man dances, certainly, boys. What else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly, boys. What else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know the territory. We're across the state line in Iowa. Population 2,212. Cigarettes are illegal in the state. Ford! Yeah, well, draw through. Say about this fellow Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
Never met him before in my life. But I can tell you one thing. He's given each and every one of us a black eye. After his work the town over, the next salesman to arrive is automatically tarred and feathered and run to the city limits on the rail. That's crazy. What, do you think it's funny?
Yeah.
Better laugh than you! Your hair goes back twice as thick!
Oh! Why should he go to town on the rail?
Because in order to sell bad instruments and instructions of what in uniforms, he has to guarantee to teach the kids to play.
Well?
With himself as a leader.
Well, what's wrong with that?
He doesn't know one note from another. That's what's wrong with that. He doesn't know a bass drum from a pipe organ. Oh, catch up with that swindling two-bit double rigger. When I draw a squeal, I'm so loud.
Charlie, I see you're mad. I don't want to be around you to catch up with that guy.
Won't be on this trip. Not in Iowa.
Why?
You're gonna get Professor Harold Hill and sell cockeyed neck bows in this state.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I'll have to give Iowa a try.
Don't believe we caught your name.
Don't believe I dropped it. Professor Harold Hill. So Greg, what are you doing in town? I didn't know he was coming.
I didn't know I was myself. Besides, how could I know you'd be nuts? Things sound like this. You were a pretty big slicker back when you were working with me.
Too many close shaves the way you were. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl now. Ethel talk to my boss, isn't he?
Oh, I should have known you'd come to no good. You've got legitimate haven't you? Yeah.
So, what's the new pitch? You're back in the band business? I thought you was doing steam automobiles.
Well, I was.
What happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
Now, come on, Marty. You gotta give me the lowdown. Here,
Listen, you will never get anywhere with these stuff in Iowa's great. Besides, we got all the stuck-up music teachers who will rat you out before you even get your grip on tag.
male or female?
She's a librarian, female.
Perfect. Now just point right for me, all right?
Will do. So, how you gonna start the pitch?
Well, first I'm gonna keep that music teacher of yours off her balance. And then
Right.
I'm gonna get your town out of serious trouble it's in.
Oh, one problem.
What?
River City ain't in any sort of trouble. That's why I came here.
Well, then I'll need to create something. Need to create a desperate need for a boys band. Now,
Right.
Now, what's new? What can I use?
Got nothing, Oh, we just got a pool table. Put it at the billiard parlor.
You never had a pool table at your billiard parlor before?
No, only billiards. There's a difference.
A pool table, huh? You know, that'll do. Now, just use No problem. Thanks.
No problem, Greg.
Mr. Dunlop, I presume?
Yeah?
Mr. Dunlop, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to know, or you are unaware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say, right here in River City. Why, sir, I'm a billiard player, sir. Always my truck state, always my truck state. I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are gold. I'll be called a foresight, and a cool head, and a keen eye. Did you ever take and try to give yourself an ironclad seat in this pretty rail billiard shop? But just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in a ball blind. I did it in moves. Can take and shove a ball in a pot. And I call that slot. First big step on the road to the depths of dag, and I say first. But it's no wine from a teaspoon. Then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a fish back. And listen to some big out-of-town Jasper. Here's all about horse race gambling. Not all from trot race. No, where they sit down right on the horse. Like see some stuck-up jockey boy sitting on can, big blood, put old light thing. Now, friends, let me tell you what I need. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 punches on the table. Punches and marks are different. Listen to gentlemen, and a bomb with a capital P and that arises P and that stands for pool. And always along your rich cities will be frittered away. Say, your young men will be frittered away there noontime, sometimes short time too. Get the ball and punch, never mind getting down and pulled to the screen door past the beefsteak house. Never mind company water to your fancy pot with a cistern empty on a Saturday night. That's all. If you got lots and lots and I'm thinking like this. Thinking the full hall of dress really got the trouble. Folks right here in River City. Trouble with the capital P and that rhymes with P and that stands for. No, I know all you folks to the right there. And I'm gonna be perfectly frank. You wanna know what kind of conversation goes on when they look around this hall? So we try not to be, try not to pay to make lip cigarette fiends. And bragging all about how they're gonna cover up the tails they'll rest with sense. And one fine night, they leave the pool, head to the dance with the armory, libertine men, scarlet women, rag fire. Now you got your son, your daughter, the arms of the jungle, and Lindsay, mad hysteria. Renzi, idle praise the devils, playground trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
Capital C that rhymes with P and that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We really got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Gotta figure out a way to give the young ones moral after school.
Our children gonna have trouble.
Mothers of River City, heed the warning before it is too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. Soon when your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novel hidden in the corn grip? Is he starting to memorize jokes out of Captain Billy's Windbag? Or certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell and soldier old man. Well, so my friend, you got trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City.
Capital C that rhymes with P and that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We really got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Remember the main Plymouth Rock and the Golden Rule.
Our children gonna have trouble.
War, terrible, terrible trouble. That game with the 15 numbered balls, the devil's pool.
Trouble, trouble.
We got trouble, trouble, trouble.
Oh, yes, we got trouble here. We got big, big trouble.
The sea, rhyme with sea.
That rhymes with sea.
That's for pool.
That stands for pool. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Right here in River City with the capital T, that rhymes with T, that stands for pool. Stands for pool. We surely got trouble, trouble, trouble. Right here in River City. Right here.
Excuse me, did you drop your...
No,
Say, didn't I meet you in...
no,
I'll only be at town for a while.
good. following me all over town.
Oh? Who?
I never saw him before.
Well, did he say anything?
If you tried.
Did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. Now don't dawdle on Marilla. So away, a little slower and sweet. The fingers curve as nice and hard. Possibly can. Don't get faster here.
Well, if you don't mind my saying so, what in a hurt to find out who the gentleman wants?
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Well, excuse me for living, but I never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old common about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
And now, Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I can't help my concern that the ladies of River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But silence. When a woman has a husband and you've got none, why did she take advice from you? Even if you can't quote Balzac, Shakespeare, novel mother, Hyperloon Creek.
Mama, if you don't mind my saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
Now I haven't changed the subject. I was talking about that figure with the suitcase who may be your very last man.
Mama, do you think that I'll allow a common masher now? Really, Mama, I have my standards of men are concerned, and I have no intention.
I know all about the tragedy. You don't mind my saying so. There's not a man alive who can hope to measure up to that through the Paul. But you think I don't know whether you can cut it to yourself. I got Irish imagination. I was never near. I already got a book.
Well, that is the best I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I have?
May I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Winthrop! Is that any way into the house?
Hello.
Oh, that won't do at all. I'll have a kiss from my boy. This woman right here is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Winthrop, where are your manners?
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you please come? I would expect and thank you very much if you come. Winthrop?
Well, Winthrop, Amarilla has you to her party. Are you going or aren't you?
No.
No what?
No, thank you.
for leading the singing. And Casey Squires, for the fine patriotic ribbons we all wear today. And to Ethel Poppelmeyer, our fine piano player, Giano. And as mayor of River City, I'd like to welcome all you fellow River Citizens to the 4th of July exercises set up here at National Gymnasium on account of the weather being chancy. For school and for school and the members of the school board will now be presenting their patriotic. The members of the school board will not be presenting a patriotic tableau. Some disagreement with classes, I presume. Instead, the Watanyi girls of the local wigwam Hiawatha will present a spectacle. My wife, in which my wife, Eulalie Lekekni Shin, will take a leading part. The Payne fireworks spectacle, last days of Pompeii, will take place this evening at 9:30 if the rain lets up. It'll be over at Madison Picnic Park in the far meadows, across the creek from the test house.
What do you mean it's raining? Didn't you think that's pretty fair? That's right, that's what we all stand for and for.
of my hand this very hand. Please observe me if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize the River City Boys Band. Oh, think, my friends, how many fool's table ever hoped to compete with a gold trombone? Remember, my friends, when a handful of drum players entered the famous walls of Jericho. Oh, figured mother walls come a-tumbling down. Oh, a band will do it, my friends. Oh, yes, I mean a boys' band, you hear me? As a River City's gotta have its boys' band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand. River City's gonna have its boys' band. And as sure as the Lord made little green apples, that band's gonna be in uniform. Johnny, Philip, Teddy, Fred. And you'll hear the glitter of crashing cymbals. And you'll hear the rolling thunder of drums. And the shimmer of trumpets. Dun-da-da! And you may feel something akin to the electric fill I once felt. When Liberati, that Conway, the great creator, W.C. Handy, and John, Philip, Sousa, all came to town on the very same historic day.
Tommy does. The wild kid, hanging around with my oldest girl. His father's one of them day laborers, Southtown, tagging down Main Street with my oldest girl last Sunday. We wasn't either tagging. Don't you counterdict me! I know what you've been doing. My youngest, Gracie, she's seen you. Now you stay away from my oldest girl. By God, you'll hear from me until who lays around. Nick, I want that spellbind special.
Oh, Constable, I'll take care of the boy.
You don't know this kid. He's dangerous, and he's got his gang waiting right outside. Just look what he did to me.
Those are some pretty mean-looking holes in your badge.
Yes, they are.
Pretty tough guy. I'll take care of it. Tommy, I'd like to talk to you about the band.
Oh, gee, Professor, that's for little kids.
Oh, not playing, but you're mechanically minded, aren't you? You ever do anything with perpetual motion?
Nearly had it a couple of times.
You did. You're my man. Do you realize that no one has ever been able to invent a musical for the marching piccolo player? There's no place else music.
Jilly Clyde. I wonder where I can get some work from.
Try your cellar. That's where most people keep their wine. Oh, Tommy. Constable, I'll show you how to break up a gang and prevent holes in your badge. Oh, excuse me, Miss.
Anita, I didn't know you affected me. You got.
Miss Anita, do you know Tommy Gillis?
Well,
Tommy Gillis is Anita. Is Anita Tommy Gillis? Tommy, I need you to escort this young lady home.
only except when I'm not going home. I have to stop by the library first. You God.
Well, escort the young lady home by way of the library, by way of Candy Kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
You God.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fella, but you made a couple mistakes.
Really?
Yeah, first of all, that new pool table in town,
Yeah?
that belongs to Mayor Shea.
Oh. What was my other one?
That's Anita. That's the mayor's oldest girl.
Ye God.
Excuse me, Professor, but we need to see your credentials. Where's the living certificate? Nothing on the side. Make a pin of a bond.
What is it I'm hearing? It's you, sir. Please. Say ice cream.
Ice cream, but I don't sing, young man.
Right there.
Ice cream.
And extend it.
Ice cream.
You see, singing is nothing but sustained talk. You, sir.
Ice cream.
And you. And you. Do you realize, ladies, that you will now no longer see one of these men without the other three?
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why, they've hated each other for 15 years. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
How can there be
Where is the good in
don't live alone or anything, do you?
No.
Cool, I've got some caramels in the hotel if you'd like to.
Mr. Hill.
Professor Hill.
Professor what? At what college do they give a degree for annoying women on the street like a Saturday rowdy at a public dance hall?
Gary's Conservatory. Gold medal class of '05.
Even if that happens to be true, does that give the right to follow me around wherever I go? Another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some of the people in this town. I think only fair warning I have a shelf full of reference books in there which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Well, if you just look at them, I'm sure you'll find exactly...
Oh, hey, Greg, how's it going?
Oh, hey, Marcy. Don't call me Greg.
Sorry, Greg. So how can I go with you?
Scrumptious. Made out of my hand the minute I tipped my hat.
Big as hey, for a second, even I thought you knew something about leading a band. Just like when you used to imitate that band concert fellow back in Joplin. Beautiful work.
Ah, kitty stuff. Hey, you just keep your eyes on me for the next 4 weeks, buddy.
4 weeks. Greg, it used to only take 10 days for this to arrive.
Still does. Uniforms take 4 weeks.
Hey, uniform?
And instruction booklet.
Instruction books, Greg, it's crazy. You can't keep yourself up as a music professor for those 4 weeks. Greg, after 4 weeks of people will expect to hear music, you're gonna have to lead a band.
But when the uniforms arrive, they'll forget everything else. This is a fine operation, son, and I've got it timed down to the last pass of the brakeman's hand on the last train out of town.
Okay.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Mr. Washburn.
You're gonna line yourself up with some snoodling, huh?
Well, that was the plan.
Hey, I should pick you up with Ethel System. Great girl. Teacher Sunday school.
Oh, no wide-eyed, wholesome, innocent Sunday school teacher for me. That kind of girl spins webs no spider ever. Now, a girl who trades in all that trade really wants to trade my independence for her security. The only affirmative she will find refers to marching down the aisle, no golden glory gleaming routine goddess. No, for no Diana do I play fawn. I can tell you that right now. I snarl, I hiss. How can ignorance be compared to bliss? I spark, I fizz. For the girl who knows what time it is, and I cheer, and I rave, for the virtue I'm too late to save. The sad but wiser girl for me. No beaming, blushing, breathless babe at all, baby. No, sir, that kind of child ties not. No sailor ever knew. I prefer to take a chance on a more adult romance. No doing young music keeps resisting. All time she keeps insisting. No wholesome, wide-eyed, innocent female. No, sir, why she's the fisherman, I'm the fish you see. Enough! I flinch, I shy. And the last of the delicate hair goes by, and I smile, and I grin. When a gal with treacherous chin walks in, and I hope, and I pray for Hester to win just one more A. The sad but wiser girl's the girl for me. The sad but wiser girl for me.
Oh, Professor Roshan, give me a go.
Everyone's so excited about them.
I'm Ella Popplemeyer, Christine Oldenburg.
And this is Mrs. Squires and Mrs. Hicks, and I'm Maud Benson.
And Miss Eulalie Megan Chin, our mayor's wife.
Isn't it exciting, Eulalie?
Oh, I couldn't say. Oh, no, I couldn't say. No, I couldn't say at this time. My husband will investigate, I'm sure, and naturally I'm reticent. Oh, yes, I'm reticent.
Oh, well, I understand completely, Miss Chin, but you must know that my musical plans include a ladies' committee on the dance. Oh, wait, Mrs. Chin! Do that again. The way you raised your foot just now.
Oh, well, I have a bunion, but
Oh, what grace! What rhythm! What's your line and movement? Mrs. Chin, your every move bespeaks del Sarte. You must be the chairman of the ladies' committee for the dance. Mustn't you, ladies?
You're already Eulalie must.
Say you will.
Eulalie McCatney. Oh, that is dancing.
Then it's yes.
Yes, indeed, and I would like to say...
Thank you, Mrs. Chin. I would like to say, perhaps we should include Miss Peru. She is the librarian, after all.
Take a little chocolate, take a little chocolate, cheep, 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 take a little more. Take a little chocolate, cheep, 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 take a little more. Take a little chocolate, cheep, 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 take a little more. Take a little chocolate, cheep, 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 take a little more. Take a little chocolate, cheep, 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 take a little more. Take a little chocolate, cheep, 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 take a little more. Let me tell.
Stop! I'll tell. She made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in the town till she came here. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison. As in Madison Picnic Park, Madison Hotel, Madison Gymnasium? That Miser Madison.
Exactly. Who did he think he was anyway?
Well, I should say, big show-off. He even gave the town the library, too, didn't he?
That's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city. But he left all the books to her.
She was seen going and coming from the stifle.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that's what they breathe. I love her. To the gifts and guarantees. To the golden stuff and rhyme and simple voices and the rain. Just make them down the floor. Feel a local letter. Hold it deal. Here. That's where my heart should be. He left River City. The library building. But he left all the books to her. Chaucer. Shelley. Balzac.
Oh, please, I have executive meet over my hotel till just... Good night, ladies. It's all right. I know everything and it doesn't make any difference. Oh, you were probably very young. Anyone can make a mistake. No apology. No explanation. After all, the sadder the wiser girl for me.
Will you please make your selection and leave?
I have.
What do you want to take out?
The library.
Quiet, please.
You're not... Margaret. 8 Aggies, 11 50s, 60s, and one big glass of American flag. I can...
No!
Madam Librarian. What can I do, my dear, to make it clear? I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marion, heaven help us. The library caught on fire, and the volunteer wolves brigade. Madam Librarian. What can I say, my dear, to make it clear? I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marion, if I stumble and I bust my whatchamacallit, I can lie on your floor unnoticed, so my body has learned to Marion. Madam Librarian. Now in the moonlight, a man could sing it in the moonlight. And a fellow would know that his darling had heard every word of his song. Moonlight, helping along. But when I try here to tell you here, I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marion is a long lost cause I never win. For this is life all except that unforgivable sin. Well, Tommy, 11 sales out of 12 tries ain't bad. Now, I'll tell you what. How about you go off to lunch, and I'll turn that over myself.
All right. Goodbye, Professor.
Oh, thanks. Oh, and Tommy,
Yes, Professor?
next time you get a chance to impress the game, try this. You can make noise with dollar bills. Girls love it.
Wow. Jimmy Clyde.
Proving you from America. Comes in time.
No, just a minute. Are you Celestine?
Oh.
You haven't got a license.
Mr. Mayor, I'm not listening. I collect doorbells. This one has a particular tone quality, plus sometimes it's late.
Your big words will not avail you. Swiftly without a license is statutory in this county. Malfeasance without permits. And why haven't you gone to City Hall with your bygone papers yet?
Oh, Mr. Mayor, I have just missed you. Mr. Mayor, Pinky! It's hereditary.
What does that mean?
It means that the spread of your little finger, if your son possesses it, will mean your son has a little finger perfectly situated to operate the spit valve on a B-flat flugelhorn.
Is that a good thing?
Good. It is great! Mr. Mayor, it means that at last America has produced an artist capable of flugling the minute waltz in 50 seconds!
To think! I could have missed out on this. How do I get one of these horns?
Sign right here, Mr. Mayor.
Just a minute. I haven't got any sons. Why, you shirtless fly-by-night. You want fly-by-us? Never mind. You be down at City Hall and your bygone papers by 3 o'clock.
Tomorrow afternoon.
I couldn't be any plainer. If I was a Quaker on his day off.
Do you realize, Miss Prue, that you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
Oh, I'm not sure I understand you entirely, Professor.
Well, if your boy Winthrop has that chin of yours and those bygone cheek muscles, oh, what a cornet player he'd be. Not that he could ever be truly great, you understand it.
Well, in the name of Lady British, why not?
Well, you see that all the truly great players were Irish. Oh, Clark. Oh, Klein. Oh, Mendez.
Professor, we are Irish.
You don't say! I never would have guessed. Please, sign here. Your boy Winthrop was born to play the cornet.
Mama!
Oh, Miss Peru. Oh, I thought I recognized the name. Now, I've been trying to see you since the other night. How are you
He
doing?
wants to put Winthrop in the band.
We're not interested, Mama.
What the boy might have his father's musical gift.
Your husband was musical. I would love to talk to him.
Do you always burst in people's homes? Crying into their personal affairs? We're not interested.
Marion!
Well, I think that's 1 for and 1 against. Why don't we let the boy's father decide, huh?
Boy's father is dead.
I'm sorry. But isn't that all the more reason Winthrop should have something like this?
My brother is a 10-year-old problem child who can't understand why his father was taken away from him. Would you care to explain about it? He's been brooding about it for 2 years. And that's your musical tricks, Mr. Hill. Why don't you go into business with a nice carnival man who sells gold-painted watches and glass diamond rings?
I don't see any reason to start insulting my music, all right? Well, I get the feeling she likes the idea. Oh, a little bit cautious, perhaps, but I admire that in a girl. Now, just keep me alive until next Thursday and come back for the voice measurements, all right?
Oh, about the boy's measurements, I make all his clothes. 321, weight 18.
Oh, this is true. Please, I'll get measurements when I come back. I need to get to my hotel now. Your late doorbell stalled me.
Professor, about conservation class about 5.
Now, Mama.
Now darling Bella is 20 years younger.
Now, Mama! Surely girl teacher doesn't depend on encouraging every fast-talking, self-centered, woman-chasing, traveling salesman that comes to town. And the fact that he claims commodity music is not necessarily a case in question.
All right, darling, all right. But it's a well-known fact that if you keep them flint in one drawer and the steel in another, don't ever strike much of a fire.
Mama! Winthrop! Winthrop, I know you're there! Please go to the library and ask Miss Scrub to give you the book I set aside. It's the Indiana State Journal, 1890 to 1910. It's a large blue book. Do I have to? You won't have to speak to anyone. I've written it all down.
Now what are you up to? Why do you need a book this time of night?
I have a feeling the Indiana State Journal may help me poke some large holes in Professor Stone.
At your age, if you don't mind my asking, what kind of white knight do you expect to come riding along?
Well, I'm not waiting for Mr. Grader, who's back me up into the ancient history shelf whenever he comes into the library.
He does?
Or a Hammond and that buggy of his with the removable back seat. I'm not waiting for a man in shining white armor either. All I want is a playman. All I want is a modest man, a quiet man, a gentleman, a straightforward and honest man must sit with me in a cottage somewhere in the state of Iowa, and I would like him to be more interested in me than he is in himself, and more interested in us than in me. And if occasionally ponder what makes Shakespeare and Beethoven great, him I could love till I die. Him I could love till I die. My white knight, not a land so lost, nor an angel between. Just someone to love me, who is not ashamed of the tune I sing. My white knight, let me walk with him where the others ride by. Walk and love him till I die. Till
Zanita! Hey, Zanita!
Tommy? Tommy, Mama are sitting right there in the bed. You must.
Well, meet me after supper.
I can't. I'm trying to sleep night tonight.
Meet you where?
How about the footbridge?
You see, this is just what I mean. Last time the lumber yard and now the footprint. Then where do you want me to meet you next? In the black hole of Calcutta? Ye God!
All I want to do is show you my invention.
Ye God! You now see what you got me saying?
Well, what invention?
marching piccolo player.
It still has a couple of minor flaws. You see, when you have your tie nuts holding the music, if you cut off your circulation, you can't move your little finger. Meanwhile, you could go blind.
Lily!
Papa!
Is that the first thing I said, or is it?
Yes, George.
It is the first thing I said. Or only hay with the horses. Get that bell-binder's credentials. Now look, my wife is out dancing every hour of the night instead of being in the home.
But George!
The school board is out seeing down the street, up alley, instead of taking city matters. My daughter's hanging around with kids from the wrong side of town. And my business is falling so far off, I can't find the balance sheet.
Mr. Mayor, I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Hill alma mater.
It's who?
It's university.
I know all about that. In fact, it's all I can ever get out of him. Gary considered me class of hot body.
Yes, but if you just take a little time to read about the conservatory, I don't think you're going to have to look much further.
The Wells Fargo wagon is just coming up from the depot.
The Wells Fargo wagon. At this time of day, nonsense.
It could be the band instrument. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. I wish I knew what it could be. I got a box of maple sugar on Mother's Day.
In March, I got a gray mackinac.
And once I got some grapefruit from Tampa.
Uncle rewarded me a better across the sun.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. A free face of right to COP.
It could be curtain, oysters, or a double boiler.
Or it could be, yes, you're right, it surely could be. Something very, very special now for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. Oh, don't let it pass my door. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. I wish I knew what he was coming for.
I got the Southern from Seattle last September.
And I expect a new rocking chair.
I hope I get my raisins from Fresno.
The DA ordered such a cannon for the courthouse square.
The Wells Fargo wagon is a coming now. I don't know how I can never wait to see. It could be something for someone who is not on the issue, but it could be something special just for me.
Oh, you Wells Fargo wagon, keep on coming. Oh, you Wells Fargo wagon, keep on coming. Oh, you Wells Fargo wagon, don't you dare to make a stop until you stop for me.
Professor?
Vince, you leave receive your instruments in due course. For now, get out the streets, get acquainted with them, and contemplate the minuet in G.
Round one to you, Mr. Hill. But I bet there's some by God tune out of them boys' horns in pretty short order. Or I'll see you from the jury, county seat. Now, Miss Mary.
Oh, George! Centrifuges?
You watch your phraseology. For as long as you want. I have discussed it with the librarian. About the book.
Don't break. Ladies Committee on the Dance meets every Tuesday night.
Take the body with you. Now, let's have a go at our greasers. One two greasers. And a fountain. Splendid, ladies. I predict that our tail garden will be the highlight of the ice cream social. Now, ladies, remember, don't make me tell you again. Don't do it. Always keep your face to the audience. Now, Mr. Dunlop, if you're ready.
It's you in the sunrise. It's you in my car. It's you all the way to town. Hello, dear, that's glad to go. And if you're got to go, let me down. It's you on my pillow in all of my dreams till once more the morning breaks through. Could be fainter or truer or plainer than it's you. It's you.
Smile, ladies,
Please, this is gonna have my head. Stop.
Mr. Washburn, we are entitled to 5 more minutes.
If you think you can hold this back for 5 more minutes, go ahead and try. Start it out, Mr. Washburn. Wait till you see the new moves Mr. Hill got it. Oh, what'll it be, kid? The Shaboopy. Shaboopy! Okay. Now, a woman who gets on the very first date is usually a hussy, and a woman who gets on the second time out anything but fussy. But a woman who waits on the third time around has the clown, sit on the ground. She's the girlie stiletto crown. She's the shaboopy, 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 shaboopy. The girl is hard to get. Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy. But you can't win her yet. Walk her once, raise the curtain, walk her on twice, make the certain. Once more, the flower gun, never gets so if you beg a pardon. We don't want to she's a looking, you can get sweet like this fancy cooking. Once more from pepper, she will never get so on her way to supper. The rainy Mazzolati-do, that little old star with a no doubt, if anyone can see. Look at her now, she's a go-gal, who only goes to be squeezed. Her once a chisel
of you, but I'm not. I should think you ain't to have your own daughter scared of you. Julie Clark. I'm gonna warn you. Once more. If I ever catch you touching my daughter ever again, I'll, by God, Lord, you know hell of that
George!
not one too many married.
I think he means Pete!
If you're not a public building, a wild kid, you have every right to be in this public building. Oh, right. How do you, if any right out of here, aiding and abetting the swindling activities of that spellbinding symbol salesman? You know what I see written all over you? Come on, fool! Now get out! Get out, you wild kid!
Papa, please! It's capulars like you make blood in the marketplace! Julie! God!
You watch your phraseology, young woman. Get home! You, Laylee,
Yes, George.
you tend to your dance.
My dad.
I'll take care of it. Hang on to the wrong side of the track.
Mayor, if I could just make you understand.
Well, you can't. And by the way, thanks for nothing. I've read that book you've given me cover to cover for a week now. I haven't done a thing.
Mr. Mayor, I'd just like to say...
I'll settle your hash as soon as I get these premises off of my daughter.
Mr. Mayor, I just want to vouch for Tommy Keith. That boy has got the confidence of every kid in town, and you'll be standing in line to shake his hand when our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, each of the individual members will be together early, in their wheelchairs, on account of old age. Now, let me tell you something, my feathered young, my young feathered, never mind, all of them you are old. I want that man's papers, and I want them tonight. You know him out of your sight. He's slipping in the Mississippi Sturgeon.
Sir, you mean you want us to get his credentials?
Give him credentials, or get him in jail. I couldn't be any plainer if I was a butt hook in the well water.
Professor Hill,
Mary,
I think Mayor Shin has behaved horribly, and I thought it was one of the things that comes with that.
that was nothing.
Yes, it was.
Well, a man can't duck the issue every time a little personal risk involved, can he? So what's the bar take? The coward dies 1,000 deaths. The brave man, but 500? Well, I'm afraid the mayor was already a little maddened on account of his billiard parlor. I don't know, maybe if I could get some kind of musical recommendation from an authority figure like yourself, but I couldn't ask you to do a thing like that.
Why, Professor?
You mean you would?
Why, I'd be delighted. I just wish I was a little more well-informed. I've been meaning to talk to you about Winthrop's Cornet.
Oh, it's Cornet, mother of Pearl Key.
Yes, I'm sure it's fine, but you see, he never touches it. Although the first week or so, he made it feel very much black, I guess you'd say.
Flat set, exactly the
And
same.
he sings the minuet in G, D, da,
Minuet in G.
constantly. But he never touches the cornet. He told me you told him it wasn't necessary. He tells me about some think system or
The
thinks the
thing
minuet.
system. My dear little librarian, the thing system is a revolutionary new method. Much like Galileo's conception of the heavens. Columbus's conception of the egg globe. Bach's conception of the well-tempered cloud. Now, I can't explain these things in public, you understand? But perhaps if I could call you, we may.
Why any night this week?
I'll see you then.
Pickle, popolo, pickle, popolo, tick, 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 popolo, pickle, pickle, popolo, pickle, popolo, tick, 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 popolo, pickle. Your little dog here, yeah, tick, 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 from Mallard Hill. Pickle, popolo, really got to tell you. They're genius like a bear, pickle, popolo, tick, for your floor. Get a pickle, pop your hair, over, chicken, from the leaves. We know poplar, give me heart, here it's gold. Peter Poplar, tickle heart, chip, 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 chip. Fairy princess, to restore, golden shimmer, silver shimmer. Now I'm gold, heart of gold. Here comes the royal Washington, the professor, tall as the trees of oak, standing still, he adores us all. Toddler, tickle, toddler, Saturday,
Oh, that.
Oh no, my watch is always early. Yeah, mine's always late.
Oh, there you are, Professor Hill. We still need those credentials. We've all been deputized.
Oh, well, I like badges, but I've been trying to give you my papers. It's just you son of a reason get sidetracked all the time. Now I've got exactly what you want in my hotel. So just
I'm afraid we'll have to come here quickly, sir.
oh. Well, let me see if I have my keys. What's this? A testimonial from Madame Rini, the only female kazoo player to ever appear single live at Carnegie Hall. It was her stage name, of course, though. Her real name was Lyda Rose Quackenbush.
Can I see that, Professor?
Oh, you'll never need to. Lyda Rose, just like the old song. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose.
To get the sun back in the sky. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion, I'll pop the question.
Shouldn't this place around here somewhere?
No, the Shingle is on eastbound. This is westbound.
Ah, crimey! I see the piano teacher here in town. Must heard about that fella Hill forming a boys band here.
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you no more. I got the goods on him in spades. Those stupid animal riggers. That's why I gotta see shit. Just passing through. Number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop. Wish there were 20. Would you like to concentrate 5 minutes on you, girly girl?
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Gallo, anvil salesman. For just now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity.
I think you're making a big mistake, Mr. Powell.
Mistake, my old lady's course cover. That fella's in the raspberry seat of my wisdom tooth just long enough. He's spoiled Illinois for me, and he's not gonna spoil Iowa. Say, what kind of music teacher are you anyway? Didn't see right through him? He's no more professor.
Oh, I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professors. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director, and his...
Now, just wait a minute. Fine director? Have you heard one note of music from any band?
Well, no, but...
But nothing, girly girl. He never formed a band in his life, and he never will. What am I doing? I gotta leave this dynamite with someone who lives in the depot. Bye, girly girl.
If you'll just listen to me for a minute.
I'd like to. Believe me. I'd like to be more than that. If I had the time. I sure got the inclination. But I gotta leave word with that fella Hill. Bye, girly girl.
Mr. Powell, you don't know me.
Is that an invitation?
I mean, I don't know you.
Yeah, I need more time anyway.
As well as I'd like to.
No trouble there, girly girl.
So you're a window salesman or something, well, quite different.
Yeah, it takes a real salesman, I can tell you that. And those have limited appeal, you know. Now, what am I doing? I missed that train. I'll be fired. Bye, girly girl.
Leave her with me.
Not on your tin type. How do I only deliver these letters?
Try me. Now there's a train. Now run for it.
Why, you double-dealing little... Who do you think you're protecting? That fella's got girls like you in every county in Illinois. And that's 102 counties. Not to mention the piano teachers like you who told the youngsters to keep their mouths shut. Neither one of you has heard the last of me, girly girl.
Marion, darling. Oh, Professor Hill. You and Marion come up and chat. I got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Then I'll go put some on.
Shall we set as your mother said?
Oh, well,
You did invite me over, didn't you?
Did I? I didn't mean anything.
Oh, Miss Marion, I wasn't implying your invitation inferred anything. But the wish for academic enlightenment. The think system? I've tried to come over tonight to explain it, but there always seem to be people around. Ladies mostly, I thought.
Yes, this is fires and several ladies.
Well, that's great. I wouldn't want anybody beating my time. You wouldn't? No, I wouldn't. Well, obviously tonight's not good, Edith. I'll see you at the sociable later.
Professor Hill,
Yes?
is it true that you had 100... What I'm trying to say is it true that you've developed a think system?
Think system? Think system. Of course. Well, you see, the think system is a lot like this, and it's very simple. See, in whistling, you just have to think enough to have it come out right here. Now, just try this yourself.
I take your word.
Could we sit down?
Are all music teachers with sense science?
All music teachers.
I dare say you meet dozens, even 100. Have they all been as fascinated as I have with the think system?
Oh, some more, some less. One teacher had actually even thought of the same system before I got to her time. She showed me some refinements.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Oh, please don't let me teach Professor Hill. I'm sure he has many more important things to do than to explain think systems to me.
I can't think of one.
And I must be very welcome for a man of your experience.
Oh, no, say, where'd you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
One even hears rumors about, small-town librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Matty.
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me in a shirt job to mother and Winthrop, and I customs security. Surely you don't...
Marion, of course not. But that just goes to show you. I mean, why do you think people start these?
Jealousy, narrow-mindedness, jealousy mostly.
And with jealousy start rumors about a traveling salesman? What have you heard?
Nothing about you personally, just generally.
What have you heard generally?
Well, just that... But of course! But of course it stands to reason that disappointment and jealousy... I mean, take you, for instance, your attention to customers and music teachers. They might easily be misinterpreted, mightn't they?
Of course.
And so you say if another traveling salesman or someone else is jealous, they tell you downright lies.
What good?
Rumors and things. That's the truth. You should never believe all that you hear. Well, unless you discuss things.
Miss Marion, I would be willing to discuss anything in the world. But couldn't we do it sitting down? Your knees bending or something.
Oh, we could sit on the porch side.
We could also sit on a large hollow log over the footbridge.
Oh, I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge before with the man in my life.
Just to talk.
Not today. Maybe some other time. Maybe tomorrow.
My dear little librarian, pile up enough tomorrows. You'll have nothing but a lot of empty yesterdays. Now, I don't know about you, but I want to make today worth remembering.
Oh, so do I.
And meet me at the footbridge in 15 minutes. 15 minutes, that's a promise.
What? Mama! What? I told Professor Hill I meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Well, darn me and say be praised. And what? I've been using a thing system on here from the parlor.
Well, you'll have to be happy with yourself. Take care, all right? Great. Oh, hey, Mom. Hey. The uniforms have arrived. The kids are all ready. They're all together. They'll be out holding up for 10 practice. Comes with them. Here? Time to put most of the dough. What do you think? All right. For you. Thanks. So, let's go. Hey, you got the rig? Got it. Well, what time's the break? 9:40 from the junction. Oh, it ain't even 8:30 yet. Listen. You want to try to water yourself around here, you caught in a bunny trap with some girl, you go ahead. Come on, have some faith, all right? Give me an hour or so. Fine. But be careful. I will. It's a girl, not a cool one. Mary, you're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
Oh, I meant more about 26 years late. Took you this long to get to the footbridge, didn't it?
Well, if you wanted the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh.
I halfway here, I nearly turned back. I guess I'm not the first to try to use honor to sell your salesmanship.
Now, surely you don't think I've been trying to sell you something.
No, you've given me something. That's why I came.
I don't recall giving you anything.
Yes, you have. Something beautiful. That's why I came. Oh, please don't be afraid I expect too much more. One can expect to have any salesmanship, but I know there have been many persons called, and there'll be many more. That doesn't mean I shouldn't be grateful to you for what you've given me.
Marion, I... I'm expecting a telegram from Dr. Berlioz. This could be one of those animal singing telegrams.
Who was the salesman here? There's a sheet selling in your blind.
Hey, how did I know I could get out of town tonight? I had to keep Robert Bounce, didn't I?
She's so far and we can't tell her or you what's happened in a hurricane.
I've come up through the ranks in this skirmish, and I ain't resigning until I get my commission.
Well, you can't get anywhere from here on the footbridge.
The footbridge ain't nothing. I know a place over by Madison Picnic Park that makes the footbridge look like my old granny's house.
Just have a little trust. Fine.
Jealousy is a terrible thing, Marcellus. Now, where were we?
You're not to know what I don't know about.
We don't have to go to that right now, do we?
No, not now or for that matter. The librarian hasn't called it much interest lately, but she did plenty when you first got here.
About what?
About Professor Harold Hill, Gary Conservatory Gold Medal cost about $5. Harold, there was no Gary Conservatory now.
Oh, of course there was. I mean...
Because the town wasn't even built to stay.
Oh.
I'll give it a full.
You knew all this time?
Since July 7th, 3 days after you got here. I tore a page from the Indiana State Journal. It was originally intended to use against you. But now, I would use it to all my friends.
Why, you little... 110 cornets close behind. There were 1,000 reeds spring up like weeds. There were homes of every shape and kind.
Good night, my love.
With 110 cornets close at hand.
Our star is shining bright and bright.
The cream of every famous sweet dreams be yours if dreams heavy.
110 cornets fling the air.
I wish I may, and I wish I might. Now good night, my someone, good night.
He's spilling everything.
Okay, I'll say I'm crazy. Missed my train, probably lost my job. But I got you now, Hill, and you'll pay. You mean a clique right now wasn't that piano teacher? I told her all about you, what she'd do. Lily gagged me around so I couldn't get the shit. Little dried up man, hungry gossy.
Don't say that about her. Get out of here.
I'll stay in this town so you get yours up, down, through, and sideways. Out. Why, you never even knew the territory.
I showed him.
Quick to the alley.
Let's go. Get out of here.
Listen to this man. Why, you gullible green grass goat. Can't you see this twiddling right feet? Right now, just this minute. Burglar in this mansion, we are fiddling in the parlor. I'm talking about Harold Hill. Road agent, highwayman, pickpocket.
Pickpocket?
Just the same. That is down in your wallet, mister. And yours, lady. And yours, ma'am. This is the first that he came into this town. There's more documented evidence than you'll ever have time to read.
What about the band?
There's any band.
He bet.
There never was any band. And there never will be any band. And there's any Harold Hill either. You don't hunt this man down like a mad dog. He's on the next train out of town. Now will you listen to me? What are we gonna do about it?
I want my money back.
Money back? I want it high. Where have you been? I've been looking for you everywhere.
Harold, what's your favorite way? Oh, please go. They're even talking about tarring feathers.
I had to see you.
You know only a word, not a word. Don't you know that? Please hurry, please.
No.
Winthrop!
Just a minute, son.
I'm not your son. Let me go.
Not till I've talked to you.
I won't listen. You won't tell the truth.
I would do.
Would not.
Would do. I'll tell you anything you want to Yeah, I guess I am.
Leave me go, you
Hey.
big liar!
What's the matter? You want the truth, didn't you? Now, I'm bigger than you, so you're gonna get the whole truth. There's two things you're entitled to know. First one is I think you're a great kid. I thought so from the first. That's why I want you in the band. Just see, stop hoping for yourself all the time.
What is?
I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, now that I think about it, none of your business.
I never come to River City. No, you don't, Bug. Sister, you believe him? I believe every word he ever said. But you promised us. I know what you promised us, and it all happened just like you said. The lights, the flags, the colors, and the symbols. Where was all that? In the way every kid walks around here all summer, especially you, and the parents too. Does Mommy wish she never come to River City? Well, you do, don't you? Oh, no. No, please go, Harold, please. Go on, Professor. Hurry up.
I can't, Winthrop.
Why not?
For the first time, I got my foot caught. There was love all around, but I never heard it sing. No, I never heard it at all, till there was
Which is why I stopped the meeting at this time. Rest assured, this snake in our bosom would have been misapprehended by now. And as mayor of River City, I can't help but remind all of you that I did everything in my power to stop this dire happening from happening. Boston, what are you going to get our money back?
Yeah, that's about to pick up $300 just tonight. We haven't even seen them uniform yet.
He's slippery, I told you.
I haven't seen any uniforms or my boy either since just after supper. He's a kidnapper. My situation here.
4 and 7. Ha ha ha! Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution is cut down, Professor Harold Hill. And if there are those, as I have heard, who are collecting feathers and milking tar, I will not say them nay.
Well, I should think that some of you have to be able to forget our everlasting Iowa summer chip on the shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful to him for what he's given us. And so, I should think you'd want to admit.
You are wasting a great deal of time here. If there were any of you who would not see that man, tarred and feathered, take a step forward and raise your hand now. You, Laylee! And the rest of you, stand here like a coat of Shropshire sheep. See? Have you forgotten how you bought expensive uniforms? Expensive. Technical instruction booklets. Technical. And overpriced band instruments. Overpriced. Have you forgotten the warranty and clear understanding that our children will be taught to play in a band? Play in a band. Well, I ask, where's the band? Where's the band? Company, halt!
Think, men. Think.
That's Winthrop.